Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Ignorance, the root and stem of every evil. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. We are twice armed if we fight with faith. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help and what they cannot. Poetry is nearer to vital truth than history. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. Know how to listen, and you will profit, even from those who talk badly. He whom love touches does not walk in darkness. Life must be lived as play. Everything that deceives may be said to enchant. Attention to health is life's greatest hindrance. Knowledge without justice ought to be called cunning rather than wisdom. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. Those who tell the stories rule society. When men speak ill of thee, live so as nobody may believe them. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Education is teaching our children to desire the right things. Character is simply habit, long continued. A house that has a library in it has a soul. Good actions give strength to us and inspire good actions in others. Writing is the geometry of the soul. To find fault is easy. To do better may be difficult. No wealth can ever make a bad man at peace with himself. Love is the name for our pursuit of wholeness, for our desire to be complete. The price of apathy toward public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. It is impossible to improve the world if first the man does not improve. Our envy always lasts longer than the happiness of those we envy. Virtue is the desire of things honorable and the power of attaining them. There is in every one of us, even those who seem to be most moderate, a type of desire that is terrible, wild, and lawless. No thing more excellent nor more valuable than wine was ever granted mankind by God. Music and rhythm find their way into the secret places of the soul. The wise man will want to ever be with him who is better than himself. You take the words in the sense which is most damaging to the argument. Any man may easily do harm, but not every man can do good. Those who don't know must learn from those who do. He who wishes to serve his country must have not only the power to think, but the will to act. The evil never attains to any real friendship, either with good or evil. Twice and thrice over, as they say, it is good to repeat and review what is good. Wonder is the feeling of the philosopher, and philosophy begins in wonder. Better a little well done than a great deal imperfectly done. We do not learn. What we call learning is only a process of recollection. Knowledge becomes evil if the aim be not virtuous. The excessive increase of anything causes a reaction in the opposite direction. He who steals little steals with the same wish as he who steals much, but with less power. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Truth is the beginning of every good to the gods, and of every good to man. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. False words are not only evil in themselves, they infect the soul with evil. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Books give a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Wealth and poverty, one is the parent of luxury and indolence, the other of meanness and viciousness, and both of discontent. The right question is usually more important than the right answer. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. You can discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. The eyes are more exact witnesses than the ears. If you do not take an interest in the affairs of your government, then you are doomed to live under the rule of fools. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools speak because they have to say something. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. A good decision is based on knowledge, not numbers. The beginning is the most important part of the work. If a man neglects education, he walks lame to the end of his life. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws.